These are modern day fleshing knives, scrapers for scraping hide, scraping flesh off of the back of fur so you can tan it. Modern day. Pretty cool, right? What's that got to do with anything else? Stay tuned. DW Birds, Hick Billy Outdoors. Scrapers, right there. Look at them. Oh, yeah. Hey y'all, so I need your help. I want to do a little experiment. For hundreds of thousands of years, man has killed animals and made use of their skins, their hides, for clothing, for tools, for shelter. And the way you have to do that is you have to skin an animal out and then flesh the hide. You have to take the fat, the meat, the gristle off that hide so that you can tan it. Now, how ancient man, back in Africa hundreds of thousands of years ago, how they learned this, I think aliens helped them out myself. Somebody showed them, but this happened all the way up to modern times. This day we still tan hide, we tan leather, we get the hair off of it, and we make it where we can use it for things. Well, ancient man, Native Americans right here in the United States did the same thing. How'd they do it? It could get really deep on that. But what brings me to the point of this is, as a trapper, I'm all the time fleshing hides, scraping hides, and I tan stuff to make use of it. So I kind of see what they were up against, and I've got it made with my steel knives and all my modern equipment. They use rock. Okay? Now, several times, I call a rock, a certain kind of rock, a tool. I call it an adze. I call this an adze. Some people call it a preform. By the way, that is a paleo piece. I guarantee that's one of the oldest ones I've got. I don't call that a preform. Some people do. For reasons it's just too complicated. I do enough napping. I could not make a point out of that very easy. There's another one. I call that an adze. A tool, digging, whatever. We have the bullnose, pignose adze, are a definite shape to them. They were made to be a certain way. There's a couple of them here as examples. Got the shovels on one or both ends. So, tools that were used for specific things, and I think some things they used whatever they could make work for any given time. So, I'm going to ask y'all a favor. Here's what I want y'all to do. I'm going to go through these rocks here, just a selection of them real quick. I've got thousands of pieces like this. I want y'all to tell me, what do you think are scrapers? What do you think would work as a scraper? I'll give you a couple, 3 days to work on that. If I get enough responses, maybe faster. And I'm going to try my darndest to scrape a beaver hide with some of these rocks. Now, I can tell you right now, I'm going into this pretty negative because I know it's going to hurt. Because it's going to be a lot of work. But I have never tried this. I don't know if anybody has. I'm sure that people have. I've never seen a video on it because I really haven't looked up a video on it because I've been too busy doing real important things. Anyway, so here's what we're going to do. These are adze. I call them adze. Some people call them preforms. They're tools. So I'm going to try to... You find always rocks like this that have worked sharp edges but make no sense as far as maybe an arrowhead goes. That little adze right there, I call it an adze. Again, I call it kind of a shovel, bull, pig nose adze. Y'all tell me, whoops, break them to get extra parts that way. You tell me which ones you think may have been for scraping. Now see, that's got a real fine worked edge. That's not a preform. That thing was to be used for something. It's almost serrated edge. Keep pulling these things up. Again, a nice worked edge on that thin little piece. Just mark the time. This is a flake that has a worked edge. Real fine little flake. Big honker there. Same thing, worked edge. Y'all get what I'm trying to ask here, right? Very sharp, very finely made edge. The other one just almost the same size and design. Out of heat-treated rock, some Mozartite from here in Missouri. Our state rock of all things. Very sharp. I mean, for what they're worth, they're sharp, okay? This way they come out of the ground or off out of a field, the way I found them. Sharp little edge all the way around. It's just a flake, but it's been worked down. Take a look at them. Run the thing back and forth, and you decide. Yeah, pick them all. Pick none of them. Tell me none of them are real or at all in any way, shape, or form scrapers, and I'll maybe agree with you. And I've got tons more. I just went through and spent a couple minutes picking out a few examples. Look at that ancient piece. That thing is old. Big old paleo wax on it, but really, really, really finely worked edge. I don't know if y'all can see all the little chips took off that to make it kind of sharper. This piece, I'm almost positive, has been reworked by a more modern ancient man, which is another cool story in itself. And this one here I found just a while back, and it's very interesting. It's got several worked edges, finely solid little napping marks that makes it grab a hold and bite, maybe cut. Now, my whole life I've been heard these called thumb scrapers. Like this one here, this one here. I don't know why anybody want to scrape their thumb, but oh, no, I get it. I guess because you hold it in your thumb and finger and scrape. See, to me, I could take an awful long time to do a deer or a buffalo or even a beaver with that. But so does that make sense, y'all? Tell me if you think any of those are scrapers. And I'm going to take them to a beaver hide next few days. Awful pretty weather here in central Missouri. And we're going to try to make something happen. It'll be an experiment, maybe a learning experience for us. Because I love the idea of learning more about how ancient man did this stuff. And hope y'all do too. That's all I've got, okay? Let me know. We're going to do another video on this in a few days. Thank you. God bless.